Hi, I'm Heidi Hall with Tennessean.com. Here with me is Sanderson Jones, founder of the Sunday Assembly, and Morgan Spurlock of CNN's Inside Man. So let's just get started. You're in town to check on Sunday Assembly, which started here in November. How has the growth of the congregation struck you compared to your expectations?
Sunday Assembly Nashville is going really well. There's an awesome team of people there who are done. I mean, it's been 3 months, and now they're already going to 2 services a day, which, because the last one was full to overcrowding, they couldn't get anyone else in. Don't tell the building regulators how many people were there, but basically the owner said, look guys, you've got to go to two a day, which is crazy.
So tell the people what is Sunday Assembly a little bit if they haven't heard of it.
Well, if you haven't heard of the Sunday Assembly, we like to think of it's all the best bits of church, but with no religion and awesome pop songs. And we got this label went around the atheist church, but that was just a little simple media thing. It's not about whether you believe or whether you don't believe. It's just about celebrating life in some community without labels. We've got this awesome motto, and that is live better, help often, and wonder more. And people really seem to dig that. So
let me ask you this. I was actually talking about Sunday Assembly with an atheist friend of mine and talking about the growth. And she said, compared to a church that may not be a large one for Nashville, however, to get atheists to come together is challenging. Do you think that atheism can be isolating for some?
Yeah, I mean, particularly here. I mean, you hear these stories when, coming from North London, there's utterly it's a very different cultural context. I sometimes feel as though I'm a sort of gay guy from San Francisco turning up in Riyadh and going, hey guys, what's the big deal? Just be out and proud. And that's not what a lot of people can do here. You have these meetings where people ask afterwards, you go, who here is out? I'm out to my family, but I'm not out to my co-workers. I'm out to some of my friends, but all of this thing. And it is, people find that they can get judged and ostracized for not believing.
So before we started here today, we were talking about the Nye-Ham evolution debate. What are your thoughts about engaging in debates like that?
Well, I mean, it's very interesting that they use the word debate. I think it's wonderful to be able to go and say, this is science, this is the proof behind it. I don't think maybe some people who believed in creationism looked at it and went, oh, yeah, it is weird. But it all started 4,000 years ago. I don't think Ken Ham's changed his mind.
Yeah, seems like a great place to reinforce your beliefs by watching that.
Yeah, everyone. I mean, and that's often people say at the Sunday Assembly. I mean, we're always really welcoming to people of all backgrounds. And someone will go, oh no, you should say that you think this is wrong, and you think that, and you should say that you disagree with creationism. You go, I actually think it's probably far more positive to just get people in and have a cup of tea with them and go to show them that you can believe in evidence-based science without also, eating babies. That seems to be a nice. I'm an ex-ad salesman, so my technique is always welcome people in and sit down to eat with them, not go, you're wrong.
And not eat babies.
I tend not to eat babies.
Yeah, and apparently, there have been Christians that have come to the Sunday Assemblies. There have been people who come out here in Nashville, which is it's amazing.
Yeah, the one in Brighton is being in the UK. It's being set up by a Christian. We just had our first intern who started, and it was about halfway through the first day. I said, "Sorry, Jan Willem, I'm just going to ask you something. Are you Christian?" He went, "Oh yeah, I'm Christian. But I mean, I've never been to a church, and this is all the best things I like about Christianity because it's got all these." I mean, he's Dutch. That's why he spoke like that. Just to give, I don't have a condition.
That actually leads me into my next question. So, another British comedian, Ricky Gervais, well known for his atheism, well known for kind of pounding on that idea of if you believe in God, you're an idiot. I don't think I'm putting that too strongly if you read his Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Why not, if you don't believe in God, try to convince people that they're brainwashed and need to get away from this and get with a program?
Do you have a grandmother?
I do.
Yeah.
She's passed.
But you had one?
Yes.
And did she believe some things which you didn't believe in?
Yes.
And did you, when you were hanging out with her, go, Grandma, I know you're lovely, and I know you've looked after me, but you're wrong. You got this. You got no. You can like create an environment where you don't have to do that. And for instance,
my grandmother had a great saying where she said, she would always tell me it's hard to be honest without lying. And so what you want to do is you want to protect people's feelings, you want to protect people's beliefs, and you want to make people feel safe. And I think that one of the things that they do at Sunday Assembly is exactly that they want to create a welcoming environment where people can come in and they can enjoy one another, they can enjoy community, they can enjoy what the church has created, but in a way where they don't have a lot of dogma or doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think also that you can go and talk about some things without having to say that person's wrong. And it is, there's just so much that you can talk about which we've got in common. For instance, we say we're a celebration of life, and that was just what, Pippa and I'm actually the co-founder of this. We said we wanted to make it about, and it was only after doing it that I started checking out sort of church websites, and I saw that so many of them called themselves a celebration of life. And it's, there's a sort of 95% of stuff that you agree on, and that is a far more interesting area to be in than to concentrate on the I'm right, you're wrong bits.
Mm-hmm. And I should have mentioned Pippa, yes. So you guys are dividing and conquering now, I guess. You're here together in November.
Yeah, Pippa is, though she's very sad not to be here because she very much likes Morgan Spurlock.
It's the mustache.
Actually, she said, I really love geeky guys.
That too.
Yeah.
So I forgot to cover the fact that he actually is a comedian. So talking a little bit about what brings you to Nashville, you've been talking to a lot of different people about religion and our broad landscape here.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
We live in a country where there is such a broad spectrum of religion, and here in Tennessee, there's no better place to kind of examine that topic. There's over 11,000 churches in Tennessee, more than 700 of them here in Nashville. And so we thought this would be a great place to kind of explore what does it mean to, be religious in America today. We live in a time where 1 in 5 people basically declare themselves as being, not religious, but just kind of not associated, kind of the unaffiliated.
The nuns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so the question is, what is driving those people to being unaffiliated, or kind of what's pushing people away from organized religion? And especially young people, under 30, 1 in 3 people are unaffiliated with religion. And when you see a movement like what's happening with Sunday Assembly and why so many people are responding to it, why is that? What makes something like this so attractive to people? And is it just community? Is it this idea of being with people who are like-minded? Is it this idea of creating a celebration where everyone can kind of come together and enjoy that? And that's kind of what I'm here looking at.
So you're not only looking at it, I understand you're going to participate in the service.
I have been conned by this fantastic smooth talker to come in, and so this Sunday I'll be hosting the assembly, both services over on the east side.
Are you atheist?
I'm much more I'm much more agnostic, I'd say, these days. I was growing up in a pretty religious household. I was baptized when I was like 15, 16, and but as I went out and kind of traveled around the world and met more people, and started to see people of other religions and other faiths who these religions said, well, these people are all wrong and these people can't be, going where I'm going. It starts to make you really question, why does one side get to have all the good stuff and the other people don't, when everybody, these people are just as good and just as empathetic and just as giving and just as loving as someone else. And, from my point of view, I do believe there's something that connects us all that is really wonderful and magical. But I don't know what that is, so I know I don't know. And but I feel like a place like Sunday Assembly has a place just as much as a Catholic church has a place, or just as much as a Baptist church has a place, or a mosque has a place. People should be able to have that freedom to come together and enjoy just life together.
So if people want to participate in your service projects or in the service Sunday, what do they need to do?
Well, if they go to nashville.sundayassembly.com, that's when you can go and find the details of the, there's the service project, which is happening tomorrow at 9 in the morning, is it?
The service project is tomorrow morning, I believe, at 9 a.m., yes.
I think they've already gone and found the volunteers for that, but anyone else who wants to volunteer can get in touch with them.
That's right.
And then Sunday, the big day, when this man gives his debut, and that's going to be at 10 and at midday in a place called The Building,
which is on the east side of Nashville. And
5 Points.
5 Points.
That address will probably be on your website.
Yes.
I believe the address is 1008. Is that right?
C Woodland.
See Woodland. Yeah,
This
I
is
believe that's.
This is like a quiz of people vaguely trying to get stuff together.
When you're actually watching this, the address will come up on the bottom. It's all going to be perfect. See, like there it is now. That's where we're going to be Sunday at 10 and 12. Yeah.
And then we've got a lot to do then. We've got to fit out Morgan and his all-white suit. We've got to give him like some razzle-dazzle, teach him how to sell monorails.
Yeah, and exactly.
Well, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming by the Tennessean.
Thank you very much.
This may be the most fun thing I do all day.
Oh, shut up, Heidi. Come on.
Until Sunday.
I tickled you.
Yeah.
That'd be a bad rep. That doesn't happen.
That's right.
Thank you.